Hey everyone, Tim Schofield here from QBKing77.com doing another unboxing video of the Samsung Galaxy S4. I am very excited to get this thing opened. I didn't even expect it to come today, but it did, so it was a nice surprise for the weekend. So hopefully I can get some other videos on the S4 up, which I will this weekend, so be sure to subscribe to me. But another unboxing video, you know I did one on the HTC One as well. I will be doing a comparison of the two phones once I go ahead and give the run through on both devices. So expect some awesome videos to come in the future, but let's go ahead and unbox this guy. Alright, so here is the box. You will see they tried to give imitation of it being made out of wood, a wooden box, but of course it's not, it's just paper. You'll see, flip it over, I do have the Sprint variant, 16 gigabyte, gives you some information about it, but let's just go ahead and open it on up. I just have a knife right here to slide through the tape. So I haven't opened this up yet, it's the first time. Slide this out of the box, put that to the side, and here we go. We can open the box on up, and right away, of course, greeted with the phone as usual. So we can pull that out. Feels very light. My guess is the battery's not in because it feels extremely light. So let's go ahead and put that to the side for now. I will turn that on in just a second. We can go ahead and pull this up and see what's underneath the device. We have a bunch of booklets, getting started guides, etc. Put that to the side, and then let's see what else we have. Of course, a charging cable. Let's go ahead and take a look at the size of the charging cable. That's something that I always like to imitate. Pretty standard size. It's actually longer than the HTC One cable. The HTC One cable is extremely small, but it's hard to show on camera, but it's actually a decently sized micro USB cable. I just would like to point that out for people. A lot of people do like seeing that. Of course, you got the adapter as well to charge it. You have headphones. Very nice. Not as stylish as the HTC One's headphones. I know I'm kind of comparing a lot to the HTC One. I did just do an unboxing video of it, but here are the headphones. They look a little bit different than the ones included with the Note 2 and the S3. A little bit different design to them, especially right here with these little guys. So I'll give you guys a good look at it here. The cable's a little bit different as well. You do have controls on them, volume up and down. Put that to the side, and of course earpieces right there, some extra ones. My guess is different sizes as well. And of course, as I said, the battery, which is kind of difficult to get out. So there's the battery right there. We can actually pull that out and pop it in the device. It says fully charge your battery before calling your provider to activate your phone. Usually I'm too excited to do something like that, so I'll usually just plug into the charger and activate the phone itself. So there's the battery. 2600 milliamp hours right there. What we can do now is actually just pop it in the phone. I'm going to want to pull the wrapper off. Very interesting look to it. Looks like it's got a nice textured feel, but I don't feel any texture at all. It's got the imitation of some texture. Pull this down, and there's the device itself. I don't really know how to take the back off. From the side here it looks like. So pull that off. I'm not going to show you the back of it just because it has the DEC ESN number. And there we go, pop the battery in, and to take a look at it, it does have a SIM card right there for the LTE, I do believe. And also, of course, a micro SD card slot, which a lot of people do like. You'll see the speaker down here in the bottom left, and of course the camera. So we can go ahead and snap the back on the device, and there we go, and turn it on actually. No idea how much battery it's going to have. Usually it doesn't have all that much, but we can turn it on. Galaxy S4. While it's turning on, I have the S3 right here, so you can do a little comparison of the two. S4 does have a little bit bigger of a screen. A very similar form factor actually. So tough to differentiate between the two right at start. So there's a little boot up screen there. You'll see no carrier branding on the back. The S3 did have carrier branding. Again, this is the Sprint S4. This is the Sprint S3 as well. So a little bit different. You'll see the speakers down at the bottom as opposed to the top. It was on the bottom on the Note 2 as well. The flash is below the camera when looking at it vertically. So looks like it's trying to do hands-free activation. It's not going to work, so I'm going to hit cancel. I'm going to hit next. It's got a very light feel to it. It actually feels extremely light. You can go ahead and take a look at how thin it is, and then you can kind of compare it to the thinness of the S3. You'll see the S3 gave the appearance of a little curved design as opposed to the S4 being straight up and down. We can go ahead and I'm actually going to skip through all this stuff. Nothing that I really want to I didn't mean to hit scan. We can skip through these starting screens. I can set that all up later, no big deal. But again, it feels very light. It actually feels lighter than the HTC One, which I've been using for a few days now, so it feels a lot lighter than that. However, it does not feel as sturdy or as premium as the HTC One. Of course, it's got the more plasticky feel to it. Learn about features, S-Beam, all of those, Smart Scroll, Air Gesture. You can turn those all on and off. I will get to those all in my full review video, of course. But finish that up, take us to the home screen, and here we go. Go ahead and get greeted with TouchWiz, of course. Many different screens. We can go ahead and scroll this down. Go into settings. When you do that, you have connections, my device, accounts, and more. So my device, there should be about device, my guess. I'm looking for it. I haven't really messed with this new TouchWiz home screen. So go to more, and there's about device there. You'll see Android 4.2.2, which is the latest Jelly Bean right there, which is very nice that it comes with that. Of course, HTC One does not. So you can quickly tap on that, and there's that hidden Easter egg, Android 4.2.2 Jelly Bean. And that's just about it. Nothing big there. We can go ahead and go back to the home screen. That's all I wanted to show. I could actually do a quick benchmark if you guys wanted to. I did one on the HTC One and was very impressed. So let's go ahead and run a quick Quadrant standard benchmark and see how it fares. Alright, real quick before I do the Quadrant standard benchmark, I did want to point out the bezel looks a little bit slimmer than the S3, which is nice. I do like having a limited amount of bezel, so the screen looks great. Honestly, it doesn't feel like there's a lot of kind of space. Obviously, with the HTC One, I can actually pull it out right now. You'll see that it has the speakers on the front, which is great, I might add. It's fantastic, actually. So there's just a little look at a comparison of the two. So right next to each other. Just figured I'd show you guys that real quick. Anyways, back to the S4. Looking at the lock screen of it, you can set some shortcuts and such. I haven't done that, but it's got some noises. So, of course you can turn those off, you don't have to worry about that. Other than that, though, it's just about everything I wanted to show. Go into the camera application. We can take a quick picture. If I wanted to go ahead and take one of this charger that I have right here, we can go ahead and focus and take a picture, take a bunch of them if you wanted to. Of course, it's really close, so it's not really focusing that well, but again, taking a lot of pictures. Just kind of wanted to show that off. You have a bunch of different settings over here. Definitely a whole redesigned camera application. It does use the full screen to show whatever image is being displayed, so that's kind of interesting. But again, same design where you have menu, back, and home. Alright, anyways, I wanted to just go ahead and do a quick reboot before I ran the Quadrant standard, so I will be right back. Alright, booted right back up. Person hold the home button. You'll see no recent apps, nothing open. We can go ahead and go into Quadrant Standard now. So load it on up, and I'm going to run a full benchmark. I do want to make a note that the HTC One did get a score of 11,611 when I ran it right at the first unboxing video. So we will see it quickly ran through those just like the HTC One did. It is going very quick. Check out the graphics of the device. Very smooth, very fluent. It looks great. The screen looks fantastic as well. Around 60, got up to 66 frames per second there. Right here, the planets is where I like to take a look. In between the two planets is where it can stutter a bit, and it's not at all. Again, around 60 frames per second. Very consistent. It's looking great, very smooth. So I'm very interested to see if this gets a better Quadrant standard. Of course, benchmarks don't mean that much. I prefer real world performance as a benchmark as opposed to just benchmarks. So do you want to proceed? Hit yes, and we will see what it gets. And there we go. Take a look at it. You will see 11,522. And the HTC One had 11,611. So HTC One wins. I guess you could say that. So again, benchmarks not being a big deal, but the HTC One did win by just about 100, a little bit under 100. So they're very close, neck and neck. Again, I will be doing a full comparison of these two devices in the near future. Again, I'll get reviews on each one separately first before I compare the two. So expect the HTC One review to be soon, and then the S4 to follow, and then the comparison video. So again, be sure to subscribe to me. That's about everything I wanted to show off in the unboxing video. Again, phone, some headphones. We will see how they are. I will go over that in the review. Charging, micro USB cable. That's about everything that comes in the box. But that's it. Let me know what you think. Be sure to leave a comment. Be sure to subscribe to me as well Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Google+. All links will be in the description of the video below. And as always, thanks for watching. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up.